One. Hi everyone, this is Christine Josti of Mail Something Pretty, and I wanted to show you this very fun and sparkly pink Christmas card. Isn't that fabulous? This is a club project, so for everyone who's watching from club, all your supplies you need are right here in your envelope. And for anyone else who's watching, I'm going to give you the measurements and teach you how to do it. So I saw a similar card somewhere online, but it was blue, which I generally like blue Christmas cards. But I had seen another, and I just filmed a video. Actually, I can show you. I just filmed a video, and I don't know what order you're watching them, but on this card, and it was done in all pinks, and I loved it, but I didn't have pink ribbon, and so the ribbon really kind of ties it all together, and so I changed this one to blue. But I was thinking as I was designing projects that I really wanted a pink Christmas card, so this is what I came up with, and I think it's just fun, and everyone liked it who came to club last week. So as you can see, I got a little addicted because they're pretty easy to make. These are two different color pinks. The base is polished pink. This one is Melon Mambo. I used Petal Pink, and I used Blushing Bride on this one. You can use a different sentiment. And then I started making them in blues. And so I was really just kind of playing with them. But we're going to make this one. So I just wanted to show you all your choices. You can make purples and greens and all sorts of everything. So if you're in club, again, everything you need is in your envelope. Yours is already cut. I'm going to show you how to cut that. But these are the pieces that you have. So I'm going to set those aside for a second. So this sparkly paper is really cool. It's nice. It doesn't flake. It doesn't come off. You can use it with dyes like I did here with the snowflake. It's fun. However, it was celebration paper. It was free during August and September. Was it August, July and August? Now I forget when it was. Maybe it was July and August. I forget when summer celebration was. August and September. So it was free. So I had some packs. So if you don't have this and you can't unfortunately get it any longer, you can just substitute. You can use a nice shiny foil paper, or if you have a different type of glimmer paper, you can use pattern paper. You can use just a plain cardstock and emboss it with snowflakes. You can do a lot of stuff with it. So I'm going to show you the template, but I first wanted to show you just how I made that diagonal. So I know I have, or I thought I had measurements, but I don't remember what they are. So I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to measure them. So this is 3.5 by 2. Okay. And so I'm going to take my paper trimmer. Now you can just cut just a random diagonal by putting, the corner in where the cutting edge and just cut. But because I was doing for club and I was cutting so many, I wanted them to all be uniform. So what I discovered is, again, I'm going to put this corner, which is right here in the cutting track here. And then what I did is I put this tip, so the opposite tip, just on the one. You can put it anywhere you want, but for my uniform sake, I had each corner here in each corner here. Fold that over and cut. So then I knew that everyone's would have the same size. And then I'll figure out something fun to do with all these little triangles that I have. So that's how I kind of cut that. Again, you have lots of flexibility with the diagonal. If you wanted a wider, you just make it to fit whatever template you're doing. But this is what we did for our card. So it's just a base. This is, again, polished pink color. It's 5.5 by 8.5. Scored in the middle at 4.25. So a standard card base. And then I used polished pink. Again, you could use any colors you want. And then this is 3.75 by 5. So that's just going to be the first layer that goes on like that. And then actually I'm going to glue, and then the next layer is white. So that's just a 1/4 inch smaller. So that would be 3.5 by 4.75. Again, I'm just going down increments of a 1/4 inch. So I'm going to glue those two together to start. Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to glue them together. This is what we did in class. Before we glue, sorry, put this here. So I think you can see the white better on that little pad. All right, what I did first was actually, I'm not going to do that. You have a strip. This is just a 1/2 inch by, I don't know, it's longer than I need it. So 1/2 inch wide. What I'm going to do is on that diagonal cut, I'm going to put glue. You can use glue or whatever adhesive you want. And then I'm going to just glue it so that I have a pretty uniform thickness across there like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut the edges. That way, in case someone's diagonal was a little bit different, I wasn't measuring what the exact size would be, because what if I was off? So this is kind of like a little cheat or a little trick to getting that little border on that diagonal. So then, before I glue, I'm going to glue that on there, but before I do, and this is what I said to everyone, don't do it yet, just in case you make a mistake, because you don't want it glued on there. This is polished pink ink. And this is the Merry Everything from, and I love the font. I just love Merry Everything. This is from this stamp set, Merry Snowflakes. And I'm going to stamp it. I'm just going to push it down so I can see. My head doesn't go on the camera. So again, I have this kind of lined where it's going to be. Ink that up. I'm just going to put it down where I want it. All right, excellent. So that worked. I'm going to let it dry for a second. Close the ink so I don't put my arm in it. And now I'm going to glue it down. So just in case I like messed up, I didn't already have this glued down. So that's why I didn't do it first. Okay, so now we're going to put glue and we're going to put it down on that petal pink layer. So it almost looks like this is, you know what I mean? It looks like I cut this diagonal perfectly, but we have that little hack in there, that little trick. All right, so then this is going to get glued. I need to wash my mat there. It has little sticky glues on it. So it's kind of a basic or a simpler card, except for then it has these razzle dazzle of the sparkles. That's kind of what dresses it up. And then I cut the snowflake out of the same paper, and I'm going to, do I? Oh, I do. I didn't think I had many dimensionals up here, but I do. I was just going to cut some dimensionals, but the mini dimensionals fit perfectly on here. Just stick that on there. I just love it, the simplicity of it, and I like how it's pink. And then on the inside, the snowflake dies that come with this set, they're bundled together, have some that do like an inlaid or just an impression. So that's what made this impression of the snowflake. So some of the dies cut the snowflakes, some of them just do that fun little impression. So you can, because if you don't have this stamp, I'm sure you have Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or even Happy Birthday. I'm sure you have something. And if you don't have polished pink, Melon Mambo is just a little bit darker. And I think that ink would look really pretty there, or just do a total different color. So you can stamp yours however you like. And then on the inside of my cards, I used this stamp set, and I like The Magic of Christmas Never Ends. So I will use this block because I didn't bring up another one. This way, if I didn't do it, then it probably wouldn't get done. Just do it now. Okay, so there we go. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so again, not hard. I will, at some point, I will put the measurements up on my blog. It's kind of a busy week. I have a Stampin' Up! Event starting tonight, actually, next couple days. So it probably won't get put up till next week. but at least you get to see the video ahead of time. So I appreciate you watching. And again, you can do, you know, all the different colors. You can do purple, you can do any sort of color. And again, if you don't have this, I'm sure you can find something. All right, I appreciate you watching. If you haven't visited my website in a while, please hop on over, mailsomethingpretty.com. And if you're not on my mailing list, sign up. I have lots of good stuff going out all month of November. There's a sign-on deal, only $75 to join Stampin' Up!, which is a fabulous deal. There's a sale going on next week. What else? Club sign-ups are happening this month, and all that information will be in my weekly email, so make sure you're on my list. Okay, thank you again for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.